since the get-go. They've gone over to South Korea. They've won a title at Apex, now looking to take home an Overwatch Contenders trophy. As
FaZe on the point, Spree and Carpe are there, just trying to contest this. It's going to be the point going over to FaZe here at the beginning, but FaZe collapses on the point. You don't have your D.Va in her mech. Seagull comes down, rains a bunch of rockets. Oh, by the way, you have EFFECT coming through. They'll be EnVy using the sound barrier.
EFFECT really not doing too much back and forth there, just trying to whittle down this D.Va mech. Seagull's taking down ShaDowBurn off of screen, but Carpe gets on towards Taimou there, picks him up, and in the process, the mech of Spree was destroyed. Now EFFECT going to try and get up in the face of Raucus. He's found him. It's a slap to the back of the head, and that's going to be enough to dispatch the Mercy. Coco and EFFECT are also there, and you better believe this man is hard to catch. But he's looking for Raucus. He might have found a juicier target than his opposition number, but Carpe's found Taimou in the meantime. Seagull still hunting his quarry. Could Raucus get out? Yes! He gets to the safety of the bubble just in time, and ShaDowBurn finds him suspended in midair using the barrage, and ShaDowBurn is an easy target for him to pick off, but this is always the problem. EnVyUs have more threats than you can keep track of towards the point, but this fight is done and dusted. Spree over the edge, and that's it.
Seagull yet again.
Taimou now as well, just going to take a breather for a moment. Pulse bomb comes in, he hooks Carpe in. That's the taste of his own medicine he never wished he'd have to deal with. So that's going to be a trade out ultimately there. In EFFECT now, in the absence of his opposite number, is able to hunt down Joe Meister, Spree, and Fact Fiction. This is what happens when you leave a tracer. Minimal amount of value that's going to be attained from that one. EnVyUs now in a position to fight back. Raucus is down in the backline. Taimou went deep for that kill, and ShaDowBurn is being harried all the way through to the point. The jump hit from Coco, that was a great follow-up for EFFECT, and he is going to be all over this point. Both DPSs are forward to his hand. A pulse bomb is going to be just around a corner, and EnVyUs are cruising here to take this first map away. But EFFECT, pulse bomb that takes him out, but still, guess who's up in the sky? It's Seagull, your man. And that first map going to EnVyUs. Taimou said we need to crush them from the outset. We need to make a strong statement and follow through on it. Fight available. Taimou set up here, of course. Anna and 76 are generally quite susceptible. Oh, it's a sleep dart across the map. Raucus don't give a damn. Taimou down to 9, but Spree is going to make sure that the job Raucus started is...
when? You're just kind of trapped.
Whoa! You're not going to use it now, man. That's for sure. Back to spawn. Back to the pavilion.
He's not even
distant. The respawn distance for both teams here, but EFFECT's found Carpe. That's big.
Yeah, and it's going to be Coco coming over the top with the Primal Rage, knocking one player back. Spree trying to use the defense matrix, keeps ShaDowBurn up. He finally falls. You see the pressure from EFFECT actually going back towards the spawn of FaZe Clan. It's going to be the Tankster FaZe, though, getting on the payload, just trying to stay up.
Spree can't do too much there. So, no extra damage for him there, but Raucus is down at the start of this fight. They need the burst healing from Anna to sustain from this push in EnVyUs.
And now you're so worried about Taimou. He's just putting down so much free damage. ShaDowBurn is able to take out EFFECT, and now he's going to try and get to work. Taimou lands one shot, staying alive. Oh, okay, ShaDowBurn gets the best of him. He will fall. EnVy will unlock the payload.
He pushes towards the payload again, just trying to make sure he's placed between his teammates properly. But Joe Meister goes down. He was close to a sound barrier. Raucus now tried for a Transcendence, but he's taken no. Sorry, it was the nano boost on the Anna. Doesn't seem to amount to too much though. ShaDowBurn gets one kill on towards Harry Hook, and now they're over the payload. This is looking dangerous, looking real scary for FaZe Clan. Spree heads for the skies, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be cut down as he does eject from the mech. Taimou on the Soldier 76, throw back to the Apex season, and it's looking all too easy for Team EnVyUs. The boys in blue are looking strong, and FaZe are looking black and blue.
Transcendence here, trying to lead the way, just get FaZe close to the point.
Again, damage boosted. This is pretty BM, if I'm honest with you here. Taimou has an easy time of it just to sit up. Spree definitely sidestepped the trap that was placed down to try and catch him, but EFFECT now being forced back into the room. The healing from Chips, though, is there. He's getting more ultimate percentage. He's at 75%. That's nice from Spree, though. That's going to thin out the numbers for EnVyUs on this point. This is probably going to provoke them just to pull back now and think about setting up for that second point defense. Prime location to hack. It's also going to be frequently used. Losing EFFECT at this stage of the game is not very good at all. Whoa, FaZe Clan, they've made an opening here. 2 quick kills, the Transcendence to follow up, just to give them a bit more security coming forward. ShaDowBurn also had the Dragonblade ready to go, but he may not even need it here. That EMP was not required.
Yeah, and Harry is forced to use the sound barrier. Only connects to 2 players there. It's going to be the Riptire from Taimou, though. May spell disaster here for FaZe Clan. Takes out ShaDowBurn, not going to have the blade in the fight. The self-destruct comes down.
Very worthwhile trade there. Primal Rage for Riptire. That's nicely done by Fact Fiction to force it out, and ShaDowBurn's going to come straight through. Taimou is cut down, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. EFFECT also was going to fall next to ShaDowBurn, coming in with it. 4 kills, that's a big one, no doubt about it. You definitely know you can invest in that player when push comes to shove. FaZe Clan control the point now, well and truly. Mickey's also cut down briefly after Rexing his mech. And you can see Taimou's trying to work in from the left off screen. A quick jump out here from Coco, realizes he's bit off a little bit more than he can chew. It's the final seconds of regulation time. And Chips is trying to huddle together for Taimou for warmth or something other than that. But it isn't going to matter. It's not going to do the job. Again, Chips enters the point. It's going to be a translocator thrown directly up in the air. But he has no EMP to follow it up. Point taken. Sat up there if he knew there was a Widow present. So now this position is quite compromising. But FaZe finds the pick. That's all they need to do. If they can commit just the one player, just the one passage to play in, that's worthwhile. But again, this is what happens. EnVyUs able to fight back and make this fight convincing.
Yeah, you lose some players on the point. Effect here. He's getting hacked, uses the recoil. Now he's just trying to stay alive. He finally gets hacked, takes out ShaDowBurn onto the point. Now give Taimou that space on the Widow. It forces FaZe Clan to play in these odd sight lines. They can't really go out into the middle of the point to fight because it's going to be so much free damage Taimou's going to be able to put down.
Coco now back at the point. Primal Rage available for him, and that's going to be a sound barrier used here for FaZe Clan. It's going to try and keep them topped up for the rest of this fight, and it seems to have done the job. Again, EnVyUs, they wanted this. They want to draw these ultimates out. Now there's no EMP. Now there's no sound barrier.
You did use your own sound barrier and a nano boost there for Envy, though.
That is true.
You do come into the next fight, though. Primal Rage, Death Blossom, and Self-Destruct. We'll see how they make those ults work in their favor. We can get a replay here. Here's going to be the EMP that comes in from Raucus. Negates the effects of the sound barrier as Envy pushed in. A grenade there is Envy now trying to get their way towards the point. They catch Carpe here at the beginning. They're going to put Spree to sleep, and now it's going to be the blade, though, that comes out from ShaDowBurn, may save him.
Now, got a lot of room to do damage there. It's always a hacked health pack, though, to keep ShaDowBurn nice and topped up. Chips kind of got caught again. He thought he could just get free damage into the back of Spree and didn't realize that ShaDowBurn was bearing down upon him on a rate of knots. So this is interesting, though. Mickey's find another kill. He's going to get decent now, but a Self-Destruct is going to force movement off the point. This is going to allow Effect to set up and do a bit of breakdancing on the point. Nicely done, and guess what? Taimou, ever in the periphery, ever the aggressor, finds yet another kill, and Effect was so close, but that's a clever bubble thrown down by Fact Fiction. But Taimou is still in control. He's at the helm right now, and every time someone from FaZe peeks out, they're going to be in trouble. It's 2 ticks, looking for that third one. EnVyUs still with a minute and a half in the bank, and FaZe are scrabbling to try and get on this point.
Yeah, Chips is going to use the nano boost onto Coco. Raucus was forced to use his EMP a little bit earlier. Joe Meister then had to come in, use the sound barrier, I believe only connected with himself, as Envy just picking up the kills here, still on the point, Mitch.
Do not want to kill Mickie at all. They're better off actually forcing him to try and charge up his mech with the Bunny Blaster than sending him back to spawn, having him return. That's nicely done. Spree there. He's going to get D-Mech. That might be big. That time he's got a bit of room to breathe now. Not only is Spree down in general, but there's no defense matrix to mitigate the damage from long range, and that's where it's ShaDowBurn's turn to come in, and he's done admirably there. Carpe and ShaDowBurn, the DPS duo for FaZe, have whittled EnVyUs down. And now 15 seconds. One more push for EnVyUs to take this to the last map.
Carpe getting very close towards a pulse bomb.
Overtime now. ShaDowBurn's actually being corralled for the most part by Harry Hook off towards the side. Joe Meister goes down. So Chips has found that pick, though. It's still a 2-for-1 trade. And no, FaZe Clan are looking pretty good. They're holding in the heat admirably. And so far, it's just going to be Effect now to try and do all the work. He actually finds one. It's going to be ShaDowBurn falling down. Is this going to turn around? Surely not. Discord Orb's going to be placed on Fact Fiction here. He's got the Primal Rage. But EnVyUs, they spawn closer. They've got a man advantage. We're in overtime. It doesn't seem to matter. FaZe Clan, where are you at? They disappeared. Raucus trying to keep it low. He manages to get down towards the point, and Chips is taken down. Coco very rapidly going to get back on a sound barrier, hastily employed by Joe Meister now. 2 players on the point. Sound barrier now expiring. Mickie staying alive. Taimou has all the freedom to do damage from that bridge up on the high ground. Raucus is forced to translocate out. Carpe's got to get the heck out of there. It may be a struggle here for ShaDowBurn, who's so low. The testing gun's going to find him. It's still overtime. It's done. EnVyUs get there. That is frightening. Trying to back away. Effect is actually harassing now. Raucus has to be careful. The EMP used, perhaps it was just in case Effect would get caught, but now EnVyUs want to snowball this fight further in their advantage. Effect does commit the pulse bomb. He and Taimou combining for 3 kills in total. Joe Meister pushed off. Overtime ticking down. FaZe have got to go. Dragonbait coming through sound barrier for ShaDowBurn. What's going on inside Big L's? Who knows? We'll see what comes out the other end, though. Raucus drops. It's a pulse bomb there. Again, the trade. Yet another EMP. This is ridiculous. Taimou getting another one down, but it might not be enough. It's not backed up with a lot of damage here, and FaZe might make some progress towards his first checkpoint.
Yeah, Harry dies before he can earn the sound barrier. It'll be the Self-Destruct coming out.
So good for EnVyUs. They're back onto the payload, but Effect falls far earlier than he should in that fight. Carpe now, like Carpe Victoria. He knows he has a goal, a victory to seize perhaps, and FaZe Clan managed to get the damage across the line. EnVyUs don't trickle in as well as they could have.
Primal Rage as well for FaZe Clan. A lot of good ultimates to use here. Oh! Knows exactly where the translocator is placed. Like, maybe you can get chips to invest that trans.
Now, like a ShaDowBurn self-preservation instinct coming to the fore. They're opting not to go for the Dragon Blade as he often does. He likes to save it for a rainy day. Again, pressure to chips. He's forced to use a Transcendence really quite early here, but at least EnVyUs can now get themselves on towards the payload. Self-destruct. Seagull is chunked down quite heavily as a result. Harry Hook on the high ground. Guess what? ShaDowBurn's found a juicy target, but he's evaded him somehow. For a moment, at least, Harry Hook managed to get away from his pursuer, but ShaDowBurn will not be denied.
That's exactly what we were talking about. The blade's going to come down, just going to kind of swipe on through. ShaDowBurn.
Oh, there it is again!
You know, when we spoke to Sound Barrier here, Taimou switches off the Sombra. He'll go over to 76, just trying to add a lot more damage to the equation. Coco does fall here on the Reinhardt, so that's going to be your solo tank. Not going to have the shield to deal with any of the damage that FaZe is laying down.
FaZe now, this is making it look very comfortable for them. Transcendency for Raucus over the fight. Seagull taken down by Spree, and Harry Hook, you can see him trying to leap high above the payload and stall. EnVyUs has been very good at stalling fights out. Coco, Reinhardt does not work too well here, especially when Carpe is running rampant as he is. Discord Org is going to make short work of effect.
Playing the Roadhog into this D.Va and Winston combination. Roadhog excellent against both of those heroes. Oh, it'll be the Riptire from Seagull, taking out ShaDowBurn. ShaDowBurn had used his Dragon Blade as now EnVyUs has a little bit of a spawner's advantage here. You may be able to move closer towards the payload. Not really advance it a ton, but maybe create a little bit more space for yourself with some players coming off spawn.
FaZe are happy to spend 1 to 2 fights fighting so far. They're protected. FaCTfiction doing his job and doing it well. That's going to be double the pulse bomb.
You got to wonder if we see EnVyUs switch off of this comp. The dive from FaZe being very aggressive. ShaDowBurn literally has no HP. Somehow, he's still able to stay alive. Carpe takes out Taimou.
Seagull obviously switching over towards this Pharah here, takes ShaDowBurn very low, that self-destruct. What a clever use of Concussive Blast to get himself out of trouble. Raucus goes down, Spree is also knocked to the ground. Perfect way for Coco, gives himself up as a sacrifice, but there's the res. Coco and Harry Hook are back in action. EnVyUs aren't done just yet.
Yeah, only 6 seconds left. See if EnVy can get back towards the point. Coco with the Earth Shatter going to be forced to dart on in.
You can't stall with the Reinhardt, it's not possible. It's overtime, Chips comes in, it's a big res. Both tanks are back up on their feet. Now Raucus going to go for the Transcendence up on the payload here, and Coco needs to give him a bit of ground. Spree's gunning for him, he's low on health. The dash streak from ShaDowBurn takes it low, and now the whole hog from Taimou. Mostly mitigated by the defense matrix, but he's able to get a bit of extra work done. It's the D-suit on Spree. ShaDowBurn falls to a fire strike somehow from Coco. That's not a mistake you can afford to make at this stage of the game. Overtime is in effect.
But land a big pulse bomb here, coming over the top, connects onto the head of FaCTfiction, takes him out.
That's a home run for effect, and there's still more work to be done, though. He's paved the way for EnVyUs to get an easy passage towards the gold box of victory. Self-destruct drops down there, so close, man, so close to the end of the map. Raucus in the back corner, gets the bio grenade down. Oh, ShaDowBurn tries to go with the Dragon Blade, but he's knocked aside for Coco's hammer. He takes damage, and he's knocked away from his target of choice. That's perfect. Taimou, hook on towards Joemeister, gets the job done. Spree's just going to get lasered down by the Zarya. Nothing he can do to mitigate the damage. Whole hog, get up my payload, get off my lord, get off my map. EnVy are going to make it a real match. Oh, I think FaCTfiction saw the map. He got out of dodge real quick. It's not going to be enough, though. He gets completely gunned down, and Taimou is just the absolute picture of composure right now. It is another day at the office for him. Seagull's found Raucus. No chance of an early EMP. ShaDowBurn thinks twice about trying to challenge this Bastion.
Carpe has to be so careful not to get chunked down here by the Bastion, as there comes the EMP coming in from Raucus, but just more damage being taken down from Taimou at range. Harry putting down a ton of damage as well. They're going to make this work. He's not going to be close to a Transcendence. It's going to be Seagull takes out Carpe. He's going to use the Riptire here as well. Going to go high off the wall.
What on earth?
Searching for some players here.
Oh, pink boys. That's going to be it. It's a slam dunk with the pulse bomber. Guess who's in tank mode? It's Taimou.
So Coco connect with anything. It looks like he's going to dive back. No, potentially, I was going to say, potentially try and shield his Bastion as Taimou gets hit with a pulse bomb. Taken out, right back into the fight, though. That's when Chip's going to use the res. It's going to be the Dragon Blade that comes out from ShaDowBurn. He's able to get one. Coco takes out Joemeister as EnVy is still advancing the payload here.
Support ultimate, that's great. They're going to have to use it well.
They're going to lead the way with the sound barrier. It's going to be Taimou, though, getting set up here, trying to heal himself. He eventually will fall. So they do deal with Taimou. Seagull will fall as well. There comes the Transcendent push.
10 seconds now. Oh, it's getting a little bit tight. No, the EMP! Raucus just evaporates into thin air like it never existed. Taimou's able to get Spree out of his suit, and that's it. The timing is so good. EnVyUs looks to take this one away now. Spree desperately blasting away with the pink pistol, but I really don't see it doing the job right. right now. Seagull puts him in a cone of silence. He actually gets resuited here, but Coco's drawing the fight. FaZe, this is where they leave everything out on the field. Everything they've got left in the tank now needs to be put to its fullest use. Discord Orb's going to force Coco away.
For FaZe Clan, they do have the Dragon Blade. It'll be Coco falling here. Taimou going to get the EMP here. He's going to use it. Let's see if Envy, they combine it with the sound barrier. Let's see if they can win the fight.
That looks like this might do the job, ShaDowBurn. It's going to be a Dragon Blade, but he doesn't even get a chance to use it. Effect takes him down before he gets the opportunity. Now the Discord Orb on Fact Fiction. It's all well and good that he's big and red and angry, but he's going to get cut down very quickly. And you can see him. Attempts to access the payload. Harry Hook getting it done. Overtime is done. The Kings have returned to their throne. The Seagull is home to roost. And EnVyUs get themselves that title. It's been a big year for this team and lots of expectations on the West's finest Overwatch team. Taimou saying deal with it, the aviators are on, he's cool, calm, collected. And your Season 1 champions of the Overwatch Contenders for North America is Team EnVyUs.
There are a ton of questions coming in when they picked up Seagull. Is he actually going to play? What are they going to do with him? He made a big impact this weekend. He's able to